as far as dating?
I think the reason why people be saying dating is bad because everybody should be the same people.
Is that? You think so?
Yeah, that's what I see. I'm on the outside looking in.
Yeah. I'm married too, but I got a lot of single friends, and that's usually the kind of thing that comes up. It's like
right now, I just feel like I don't know if I'm putting out the energy that I want to put off, but I'm not having anybody that's really being aggressive, like trying to hit that or trying to, get to. I get a couple of inboxes off of my stories on my Facebook stories, super nasty, like my ass and her twerking.
you be getting it.
I like to twerk, and I can. So
that's what's up. It's like me and karaoke. I can't sing none of that shit,
bro. So I'm like right now. I'm not. Well, I want to say celebrate because this is my birthday. So my birthday was in September. So right now I'm like I can't give nobody no coochie.
So
when's the last time you been on a date? Have you went on a date? Is dating just ridiculous?
The date doesn't exist anymore. Like I have a guy, the same guy, the Muslim drug dealer. That lives in Dallas.
He's so interesting. That is the most interesting man in the world. I'm a drug dealing Muslim.
Is that?
I tell about him. I dated him back.
Is that an oxymoron?
No, I dated him back in the day, back in the 90s. That was my boyfriend.
He sells halal crack. It's all crack.
He doesn't do it now. Don't get
He's blessed before he said it.
He doesn't do it now. But back in the day.
Back in the
Alhamdulillah.
Back in the day, he was. That's what he did. But he literally, he comes up from Dallas and he takes me on dates.
Okay.
He doesn't get no.
Oh, so what I hear, because I be paying attention,
interpret,
is the ones who take people on dates get no coaching, but the ones who be fucking don't be going on dates.
That's not necessarily what I.
That's what I want to know. So let's talk about that. All right, let's go. Because I got a homegirl who, for the longest, she been kind of like friend zoning this dude. He a good dude. And she decided, you know what, I want to give dude a chance. Because dude was like, yo, you got some toxic self-sabotaging behaviors that I think prevent you from being in a committed relationship. So she was like, look, maybe I'll just give it a chance. Maybe I'm the one that ain't ish. So she decided to do it. And she's like, I don't know how I feel about it. So
she went in, she doesn't really want to be in a committed relationship, but she's just trying it just to see what it will be like.
Yeah. I think it's part. I think, a lot of people like the idea of companionship. So I think she decided to be in a relationship for the idea of being with somebody that's cool.
So what do you feel like is going on?
Let me tell you what's going on. Because there are women out here that are, and I'm not going to say they settling, but they're making the best out of the situation. So that leaves men with the upper hand in the dating pool. So, I have guys that do come direct, and I appreciate the directness.
What do you mean by settling?
Hey, bro, let me ask, what is the men to women ratio?
I don't do the numbers. Listen,
does it seem like y'all
know the ratio of this 0% dick coming through my door?
That's arithmetic.
That's a carry the one for your ass.
So what do you?
Damn. When I say we're settling, I don't men don't have to do what our fathers did. They don't have to be providers. They don't have to say you don't come home for 3 nights in a row. Mm-hmm. I have to deal with that.
I think the old mamas was dealing with it too. I would disagree on that.
I don't think my daddy came home every night. So, but what he was doing between work and
exactly.
The house, I'm just saying. But we have to be a little more accepting of some of the behaviors because they do have more options. Or like right now, I'm not attracted to anybody. I'm not flirting with nobody. Nobody makes my undercarriage tingle. It's just like zero attraction to men right now. These men ain't missing me.
Y'all out here whack. She said y'all ain't make a coochie buzz or nothing.
But they not missing me. They not missing nothing because I have guys that I used to mess with that come into my events, and it's not like they are stressing because Tanya's not giving them no attention. They still getting attention.
Oh, so you want to be pursued? You don't feel you want to be wanted?
I like the thought of being courted.
Okay, so
I like the thought of, not just text me what you doing, like, hey, let's go somewhere, let's do this, let's meet up. Like, what I do for my living. Like, that I work in the clubs. Let's do something other than that. Don't try to come to one of my events and count that as a date. Bitch, I'm at work.
And when she call you a bitch when she talking, I think she means
I mean that shit. Like, that is the earthiest shit ever.
Bitch, I'm at work.
I thought you was being like mad creative and had like a quarantine day thing going on, like outside. What happened to all that? Like, that? It's just.
This is what I think.
No, Smiley Smurf is just not the one.
When y'all talk about settling, male and female, what I think is we might need to change our idea. What we call settling is really the lack of acceptance. What I hear is there's a lot of people who just don't realize. Like, I hear a lot of men that are upset. Like, women want this, and they want that, and they want this. It's like, that's just what women are. At some point, you're just going to have to accept that's what women are.
Right.
Until you accept that, it's like saying, I want a car, but I'm tired of putting gas in it and getting an oil change. That's just come with it. Right. And the same thing with men. The men have changed. Women have changed. And until we accept it, because what you said was, I want things like my grandma and my mother.
I'm not even necessarily saying that because I'm not ready to give.
That's what I'm saying.
What my mama gave my dad.
Because the world has changed, and even the needs are even different. And so we sometimes try to apply old school logic to the new school things. It's just like the kind of person who says, I don't deal with phones or whatever. At some point, you're going to have to evolve with the world.
Right.
Your flip phone is you can keep it real for so long, but eventually your flip phone is going to be a problem. And some of us, we're still carrying our
let me ask you
beliefs and ideas, and it's causing problems.
So what I find to a lot of times, man, when it comes to relationships, are you holding room and space for a man to be that kind of man for you? Because I also find there's a lot of females that are mad independent.
Well, my thing is, don't worry about whether I'm be a good wife or not. If you have no intentions of marrying me, ain't none of your damn business. None of your damn business. So I'm not going to try to fit myself into any category to accommodate any man. This right here is as is. All the dents, dings, and bruises. No. This is what you're gonna get. I'm not trying to fix myself to accommodate.
No, I'm not saying relationships. I'm not saying accommodation. I'm saying, like, a lot of times people desire something, whether it be an emotional connection, but they also don't leave room to be able to have the experience, right? So it can be a good example. It might be like, man, you know what? I want to go kick it with my wife, but I got 4 or 5 other projects that takes precedence over having room for this time. So I'm saying, if a man wants to quote you, are you leaving room for that man to be able to quote you? Such as the date.
You mean court me?
Or court you, yeah. Or being like, this nigga smiling, that's goofy. Like, it's weird. I don't know, that's awkward.
He's saying, are you too busy? Do you have time?
This is what I'm saying, because if it's a priority for me, like, for example, Smiley Smurf, I never have time for you. I mean, for him. Because he just wasn't the one.
You're too goofy, man. You smile too much. You're too...
I mean, so if it's the right person, then I'm going to find time. Even if it's after I get off work. And now everything in Oklahoma cuts off at 11. Yeah. So after like 11:15, let's go hang out. Let's do something. Let's go shoot some shit. whatever. On a Wednesday night, I don't have anything to do. On this night, I'm gonna make sure you know when I'm free, and I need to know when you're free, so we can. Because if we're vibing, we're gonna put that effort to spend time.
Are ugly dudes off? Are they off limits?
There's no such thing as ugly. It's all in perception. Some people might not think I'm good looking.
Solid answer.
But their daddy probably want to lick my whole birth canal.
No, you ain't playing this out there, fam.
I'm just saying, but it's all perception.
Be your stepmom.
I want your kids calling me granny.
We gotta give T that props, bro. She's matured a whole lot, fam. That was a very, very, very wise statement.
Okay, so
I mean, you know what? Because I look at people and I'm
like, about corny. See, because I'm gonna tell you, man,
it's corny.
A lot of dudes out here are whack. I be around them, I be talking to them. It's a bunch of corny cats out here.
But that's just it. It's all perception. Because I say it's like I be looking at some females that be in a relationship. I'm like, how do these men deal with you? Like, you are so whack ball dummy and irk, and I'm like, y'all, you know, it's somebody for everybody. So what?
It's a lid for every pot.
It's a lid for every pot. So now, you know, as far as when I stopped dealing with, you know, trying to have relationships, situationships, and all this other things, I sit back and I look at other people's their situations, and I'm like, I could never deal with him because he's da 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 da, or how does he deal?
Ain't
with
nobody
her?
perfect, man.
Ain't nobody perfect.
You
And I'm
don't deal
like,
with some people.
there's somebody that's your kind of crazy that fits your crazy. So I get it now, because I be like, how can you be with him and he, you know, he dusty cuz, or he, you know.
And see, because I'm telling you, it's hard.
Clean this right here.
And this the thing is, people don't realize your friends are not going to tell you all the shit that they're into. They're not going to tell you all the shit that attracts them to people. So sometimes you be confused with your friend, like, why are you with, I got homeboys, I'm like, man, what you with this girl? I seen her talk to you like this and do this, do like this. But that might be like the only girl that let them, like, do it in her nose or something. Like, it might be like that one thing. And he like, look, I can't, that ear sex is what I'm staying for. You don't know. It be one. Or it might be some woman who just have, I knew a woman. True story. I worked with her. She came in with a black eye. I'm like, damn, the dude beating on you? And everybody's whispering. She like, everybody thinks my boyfriend beats on me. He doesn't. I like being hit during sex. This dude be punching her in the face. This is her request. And she said she left her last boyfriend because he wouldn't do it.
Wow.
This is why she left this dude, because he was too scared. He was too scared to hit her and punch on her. So everybody else is sitting around judging this woman because she got a dude that looks like he's nice, he's sweet, he take care of you, he picks up all the groceries, and he's good with the kids. She's like, but this motherfucker won't punch me when we fucking, so I got to leave him. But we won't know that. So you be sitting around judging your friend like, I don't know why she with him, because he be socking her when he knocking the box.
So she told you the truth, even though when she came with a busted lip, you like, oh, he was in that night. He was in that pussy.
Oh, it was a good night. It must be honeymoon, you know. People do this.
He must have been on that DNA.
And it's hard. And then like you said, match your crazy. When you find somebody match your crazy, sometimes
you just gotta find. You gotta find somebody who's that vibe. And I've determined that I don't craziest thing. When I like a guy, I stop being funny.
So they stop being funny?
I'm serious as a motherfucker. I be like, do you love me? You love me now?
Oh, you lose all your.
You love me in 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, you wanna. You can't let shit slide. You can't take a joke, but nothing. Everything's serious.
Everything's serious.
You won't be my man. Why would you say that? You hurt my feelings.
That's probably why you think.
Why you don't think my booty big no more?
Right. It's so hard for me to be naturally like, I just want to be serious. And I don't want to be. I don't want him like. If I
what
like
changes it?
I don't know. I don't want you to think I'm
probably
goofy.
ain't even bad cheesy like that. He probably just a regular cheesy, but because you in your feelings, it makes it look like this dude.
I don't want to be. No, he's just not the one.
Let me tell you,
it's weird.
You need to change it, man. You got to realize that anybody that's attracted to you is attracted to you because of your personality and all of your dopeness and everything.
I mean, I got nice titties too.
No. I'm saying, no, but I'm saying
that matters, bro. That matters.
My fault.
As a new
my fault. She wants to be shallow. My bad. She's like, no, love me superficially. My fault.
Well, I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody who like you just want to hit. You got a nice bike. No. Well, at some point, you got to realize they like who you are, and you need to be more.
It's so hard though, because I don't want to come off as goofy. Like,
but if you do,
y'all like goofy time.
But check this out though. This is the real truth. This is not even relationship shit. Yeah, this is physics. This is world facts. If you be more of yourself, the quicker you will remove the people who don't need to be in your life out. You will repel them. They won't be able to stand it. But what you will also do is you will draw the people who's supposed to be around. This is a fact. It's when you not really being you that motherfuckers don't really know and they might be hanging around. Now be your full self, and the people who it'll push people away. They won't be able to stand you, and they won't be able to hide it. When you faking and you bending around, they might be able to deal with you in doses. be 100% you, you're gonna push people away and do it quicker and better. Like this is instead of thinking like, man, how can I keep somebody around? No, when you leaving, I'm gonna be me, and you gonna decide is you staying or not. Not I'm gonna hope I can be like this so you can be around. No, be you 100%, and then the people who want to be around you, they'll be there.
And authentically, man, loving you authentically makes you big deal.
And the motherfuckers who ain't, they just ain't for you. It's just okay.
Bye.
That's very simple. Think like a pimp.
Well,
I think she does.
No, I'm not talking about just a pimp. I mean, this the thought process of
the frequency, making sure you match your own vibrancy.
I'm not fucking for free. This is business. I'm fucking with these kind of women only. He walks into wherever establishment he's in. He's not looking for. I'm looking for the ones who with my program. So if there's 200 women in here, I don't need the 198 that don't fuck with what I fuck with. I just need the 2 that's on my shit or the 1 that's on my shit, and I'm winning. The other 199 ain't for me. I don't even want you. I'm gonna tell you who I am off the top, so you know what you fucking with or you move around. That's that in between shit is what fucks you up. That's what I'm telling you. It's the reason why pimps always gonna find hoes. Because they being who they are, and a hoe gonna be who she is. But I'm just at the end of the day, you gotta be you, so she know you a pimp.
Church.
Like if you in there just she's a hoe, but she don't know you a pimp. You ain't never gonna meet up because you in there trying to act like a square. No, be a pimp so she could be a hoe. Figuratively speaking. So
well, look at that.
I'm just saying,
that was interesting as fuck. That was an interesting ass
metaphysical universal.
I'm just saying, it applies metaphysical. You can apply it to whatever. Just at the end of the day, I mean, we don't have to call it pimp. You can say whatever. Just be who you are, and when you are who you are, the people who fuck with it are coming, and the people you're gonna repel people if you just say what's on your mind and be your true, authentic self. People who can't stand it, they just won't be around you. Y'all gonna argue, they're gonna bicker, they're gonna sign on like you, they're gonna remove themselves from your life. And that's how you know who need to be around. Is when I'm being myself, who don't like it. That's the motherfuckers that don't need to be here.
Man, your gang is gonna rock with you regardless anyway, man. So
I'm talking about men.
I'm telling you that.
I get what y'all saying.
That's what I'm saying, men, because you don't want, my point is, you don't want the 2 or 3 that partly fuck with you. You just want that one who fuck with you all the way.
All the way down.
But the only way you gonna know is being all the way you. So then you know he fuck with me. Because I say this, I think this, I tell him he know everything, and he's still here. So he must fuck with me. It ain't nothing fake. But it's when you like, I don't know. Then you scared if I show this, the motherfucker might leave. No, I said all the crazy shit on day 1.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm still gonna keep my celibacy thing because I'm just not physically.
Give him that cooch on the first night. Give it everything. Come now. I'm telling you, give him full blast, but don't hold back. Put it right on his face, like do him like you're gonna do once y'all been in together 2 years. Just walk up, right on his face, like watching the football game.
Is this your relationship coach? Don't do that.
That's it.
Don't do
If he
it.
ain't with that shit, then he don't need to be with you. Invite him over to watch the game. While he watch the game, just walk by and rub it on his face and see what he do.
No.
If he be like, that ain't the nigga for you.
Not the nigga for me.
But if he just pause the game and start eating, you be like, see, this is it.
Listen, T-Dot.
Just saying.
No. Just hey, listen.
He gonna get me laid.
I love you.
I'm gonna get you there.
Keep loving like you doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you doing.
But what I was gonna say is that the next time we get together, I'll put effort towards dating somebody. Like not just dating. I'm like fucking, but communicating, trying to get to know someone. Because I have the opportunities. I just be like, I had Subway for lunch.
Did you answer the question I asked you? Are you leaving room for it?
I would leave room for it if they pique my interest enough to do so. Right now, I'm just like, I don't want to be bothered.
That's a solid way to be.
Okay, so when next time we get together, we got what we're gonna discuss is my new, because we always seem to talk about my dating life.
And that's what we're gonna do. Also, she's gonna test Mack O's philosophies and see if this really
I can smell my pussy in somebody's face.
Yeah, like a snail.
You listen too much Megan Thee Stallion. Swiping hard beats, swiping on his nose.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. So What You Think podcast. I'm Preach.
I'm T-Dot.
I'm back on
God,
the
James, bro.
Yeah.
Like a credit card.
I'm a youre.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And now every time.
Oh, God.
You gonna get
Put
this.
that spell. Put that spell.
Long canal.
That spell on him, buddy.
That's funny.
But a real one ain't gonna trip out. That's how you know, because some dudes, they might, because that's also y'all matching. Y'all see if y'all freak levels match. There's a lot of things that go on right there. This is a good question to ask on this day. What is your go-to porn search?